What's up guys, I'm ImChrisDuke, and today I'll be installing an Android head unit to replace the factory radio in my 2009 Volkswagen CC. So I'll be going over the unit as well as some of the things that it comes with. I'll explain my process to install this radio, and actually it's not very difficult, so let's do it. So let's take a second to see what we got here. Just started opening this up and we got a couple cables, USB cables here. I need to go over the instructions and see exactly what goes where, but CAN bus decoder, and this is another plug and play. It's supposed to plug right into cables in back of the radio. Whatever this cable does, I don't know, I guess we'll figure it out. I think this might be for the antenna. And what do we got here? Pry tool or whatever, trim tool. Some more cables that, what is this? Maybe this is a microphone for Bluetooth, talking on the phone, I don't know. And yeah, more cables. Again, I got to figure all this stuff out. I think this one probably goes to a backup camera, which I don't have. Alright, here's the radio itself. I mean, it's a nice looking piece. It looks and feels like it's quality. We'll see how it works when I actually get it working. And for those of you who want to check it out, there's the model number. I'll put that in the description as well in case you can't read that. Here's the back. Alright, so I'm going to mount this camera and get started. What's up guys? Alright, so I've been using this radio now for a few days, and I'm going to give you some feedback on it, how it works, some of the apps I've installed, and different things like that. Yo.
What are you doing playing around?
I'm finishing up a video.
Oh.
So I'm going to give you my feedback on the radio so far. Let's go ahead and turn it on. One thing I like is that it looks very OM. Fits in the stock trim piece, so you don't have to buy a kit. This is something that you can modify, so you can pick from different makes, and you could put that as your boot up logo. So obviously we've got Volkswagen there, and then you can customize the wallpaper. I found some welcome to Volkswagen wallpaper online that I stuck on here. Now this launcher is the stock launcher that this radio comes with. Basically the layout, you know, the button layout and the way the menus work and everything is the launcher. I tried one other launcher so far, I didn't like it, so I went back to this one. So I'll probably experiment with some other ones down the road. So as you can see, I've got some things here. So you've got Bluetooth. I don't know how well this is coming through on camera, but you've got Bluetooth, which is basically your phone button. This A2DP is basically when you want Bluetooth sound from your phone. So you click on that and then you can play MP3s off your phone or YouTube or whatever else. Amplifiers and EQ and a sub control as well. Then you've got the YouTube amp. Now this PDA net is how I'm connecting. Basically I'm tethering off of my phone, so when I want to drive and have YouTube playing, I'll tether off my phone. The only thing that I found is a little bit of a pain with that is every time you connect in that fashion, at least for me, it's prompting for a brand new password, and then you have to manually enter that password into the head unit, which is a little bit annoying. If you guys know a better way, please let me know, because that's one thing that's a little bit annoying. The vehicle button here, it's got some basic vehicle information. See if I open the door not open. It says handbrake brakes because I got my brake on right now, and then it gives you different levels. These levels are metric. I haven't figured out if you could change this to imperial or not. I tried to look around some of the menus, I didn't see anything. So some basic Android apps are on here. YouTube Music, SoundCloud, the Play Store, so you can download whatever apps you want off Play Store or wherever else. I got my email here, File Explorer, you know, Google Chrome, Netflix. Now Netflix out of the Google Store did not work. It wasn't compatible, so I had to go find an old version of Netflix online and install it, and I found one that actually worked. If we go into the settings, you see you've got a typical Android 8 layout. You've got your Wi-Fi, your network stuff, you have your Bluetooth, you've got your apps, how many apps are installed, how you want notifications to be given to you, and everything else. If you scroll down to, and by the way, this has quite a bit of storage. It has, well, I don't know how, I think it has 32 gigs or something like that. Excuse me, I'm using quite a bit of that already. Now if you go into this car menu, element, you could change the color of the lights. So right now I got them set to red because that matches the stock red. Driving settings, if you want the screen to work while you're driving, you set that on. And if you want to block any notifications, you can do that. Extra settings. The shutdown delay, so right now it's on 30 seconds. Basically after I shut the car off for 30 seconds, the head unit will shut down. You can put it up to an hour, or you can put auto sleep. So I'll put it on auto sleep right now. Let me get out of that for a second. So if you go to factory settings, you have to put a password in. The password for these are 126. 126. Done. Okay, so DVR, there's no DVR in this car, so I shut that off. TPMS, I have TPMS, but I haven't turned that on yet. Car logo, so this is where you can change the car logo like I was showing you earlier. And then radio settings, when I got this, it was set for Europe, so I changed it to America. Okay, so there are different levels for all these different things. I've messed around with it a little bit. So I mean, it came at volume levels that were pretty good, so I didn't have to do too much there. All this stuff, I haven't really messed with it. I didn't really need to, at least not yet. But right here is where you can change, you know, which vehicle that you want basically the canvas to map everything according to that vehicle. And then this is where you can set keys to a specific way that you want to set them to. Alright, internet ready on this device. That's what it says here. So back to my home screen, I can open up, you know, YouTube to test it. Yep, it's working. Obviously, I'm getting notifications. So
this actually worked like I think it did. I hope it did.
Shout out to my man Vaud Squad. If you're into gaming, definitely check out his channel. He does a lot of GTA stuff, and he also has a Fortnite channel as well. So guys, let me know what you think. I appreciate you checking out the channel. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them.